Hey everybody, this is Henry here coming back at you with a wooden railway review. Today I'll be reviewing some pretty rare items, and they are Ada, Jane, and Mabel. So, a little history on Ada, Jane, and Mabel in the railway series. They were never in the TV series. Their first appearance was in book number 14, The Little Old Engine. And they appeared in the story Home at Last. And they didn't really have that much big of a role, but I think it was Sir Handel, since Ada, Jane, and Mabel were ruthless, I think it was Sir Handel that referred to them as trucks, and they did not like that. And like Peter Sam thinks that they're like really great coaches. And after that, they appeared in a Christopher Audrey story or two. I know like there was a filming crew that was filming a documentary on the Skarloey Railway, and the filming crew used Ada, Jane, and Mabel because they were ruthless and they were perfect to get like certain shots and stuff. So that's pretty cool. And I don't think they ever had any speaking roles, but don't quote me on that. And also in the railway series, along with them, they had a brake band called Cora, but unfortunately she was never made into the wooden railway, so there really isn't much to talk about there. But anyway, onto the wooden railway models. They were released in 1997 and retired in 2000. And it's pretty unique, like why they it's pretty strange like why they made Ada, Jane, and Mabel in the wooden railway, because there really is not very much to say about them, and they were never in the TV series, and they barely had any roles in the railway series, as a matter of fact. But I think the reason why they decided to make them is because they're like really unique pieces of rolling stock. Like they're like, now that I think of it, there really isn't any other ruthless coaches that I know of in the TV series or railway series. So I think that's the main reason why they made Ada, Jane, and Mabel on the wooden railway. I could be wrong. That's just my theory. But anyway, let's get on to the box. So right here you see the early 90s Thomas Wooden Railway logo. You got the brown like plated label, Ada, Jane, and Mabel. There they are. And on the picture on here on the box, like it looks like that the faces are just stickers. If you can look really closely. Made from real wood, ages 2 to 102, and the learning curve logo. And then on the side you got not much to say about it. Same for the other side. And then on the bottom, there's like, you know, all this copyright stuff. Not much really to say about that. There's a price tag that was on here earlier. Well, it was on here when I got it. Apparently this sold in Boom Bears for $16 back in the day, I think. Oh yeah, here's the top. Again, not much to say about it. Then on the back, here's where most of the stuff is. And if you want to read this, go right ahead. Just go ahead and pause it. And then right here you got like a pretty nice picture, but like excuse me, like the flaw about it, like the goof that they made about it is that Thomas is on the same track as Ada, Jane, and Mabel, and he's pulling one of them. But the thing is that Ada, Jane, and Mabel are narrow gauge coaches, and Thomas is standard gauge, so this is like incorrect. So that's really my only like complaint in it. Other than that, it's beautiful box art. You got the prototype mountain tunnel and stuff. You got Rheneas with the Soda China clay cars, James with a Soda line caboose, special engine sheds, and I think that's an 8-way. Yeah, that's an 8-way cross track. Right down here, the caption, "These bright blue coaches love to be pulled around the island of Sodor." And then right here you got you got them again, and some stuff to say about them. Ada, Jane, and Mabel are plain coaches with no roofs. Some say they are trucks, but Peter Sam insists they are coaches because they have seats. As Ada leads the way, these three always find fun and laughter in a hard day's work. This package includes Ada, Jane, and Mabel coaches, other items sold separately. And that is pretty much it. So, as always, whenever I have the box with the review, I will cut away and then we will go over the items. So now as we get to the models, you might notice something, and that is that these models are pretty much 90% made out of plastic. The only thing wooden on these models are the chassis. Like everything else is like molded plastic, and you know, it's kind of understandable because like Aiden, Jane, and Mabel would be pretty hard to make mostly out of wood, and I can understand why Learning Curve made the majority of it out of plastic. So we're gonna look at the models up close. Here's Ada, she's smiling and everything. You got the pretty big magnet. So as you look here, you can see there's the seats on the top, and you can put people in there and stuff. Like, it works really, these coaches work really good with Lego minifigures. So in case you want to do something with that, you should keep that in mind. Now on the back, it has in cursive the names of the coaches. So like, this was made in '97. It was retired around 2000, I believe. So it was before they started putting names on the bottom. So this was really helpful, because if they hadn't done this, then probably we wouldn't know who's who, because like I said before, they never had any like lines in the Railway series, so like their personality, you just don't know. We just wouldn't know. So on the other side, you got it's not much to say really, and then the wheel dates are 1997, and I'm gonna try and show you it. Like, I'm not really at a good angle in the light, but the wheels are black, but it does say 1997. So as we get on to Jane, she has a bit wider smile when she's looking forward, and as you can see here, the black part on the magnet isn't there, and that's the way it came. And as you'll see on Mabel, like the axles are pretty rusty, but they work, and that's what matters, because then this opens up a bunch of remake possibilities. On the back, you got Jane in cursive, then you got the bottom, everything, and then here, last but not least, is Mabel, and it looks like that she looks a little surprised or something. I don't know, that might just be me, but to me, it looks like that she's surprised about something. Then just, you know, Mabel in cursive, not much to say. And then as you see down here, the axles are pretty rusty, and you know, like, that's just the way it came, but again, it works, that's what matters. And after all, it did come with the box, so, you know, that's pretty good. And yeah, that's pretty much all there is to say on the models. So should you get Ada, Jane, and Mabel? Honest, like, if you're a big narrow gauge fanatic, yeah, I think this is pretty good. This would be a good item to have. But you know, like, I mean, if you want roofless coaches, these are the coaches to get. I don't think there are any other roofless coaches in the Thomas Wooden Railway. And it's not a necessity to have. Like, they barely have any rolls at all in the Railway series. So, and they weren't in the TV series. And what should you get this for? Well, I got mine used in box for $55. I'd say, like, out of the box, no more than like $35 or something like that. New in box, probably like, you know, like $60 or something, and maybe that might still be a bit too high. But you know, That, you know, I don't know what else to tell you. That's just my preference. That's just my opinion. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review on Ada, Jane, and Mabel. Please like and subscribe for more Thomas Wooden Railway content. And as always, thank you for watching.